You've covered of his work order?
Yes, I paid his child support for his two sons. And I also paid maintenance for the house. So that's outside of utilities as well.
Why did you choose to do that?
Hey, Kemi, welcome.
Well, I really got concerned being that Simon was still detained when it comes to his child support. I'm still married to him at the end of the day, and I just really felt it was unfortunate that they weren't getting any help. The mother had reached out to my assistant and that she was concerned, and she wanted a couple things from the house, but she sounded really concerned. So when I spoke to her, she made me aware that it had not been paid, and so I paid it, his child support.
Any other expenses that you've covered of his work order?
Yes, I paid his child support for his two sons.
All right. So Porsha is paying child support for Simon Guobadia's two sons. While he was locked up in ICE custody, according to the Bravo Shade Room.
And I also.
Well, I mean, that's her voice we're listening to. So
paid.
She also paid what?
For the house. So that's outside of utilities as well.
Well, outside of utilities, she also paid maintenance for the house. Well, she's been awarded a stake in the house. It's a $7 million house. She's been awarded a stake. She's also awarded a $40,000 alimony every month. We saw that. We covered that some few days ago, right? So I'm curious to see what people are gonna say about this one. But shout out to Uncle Kidola. He highlighted when he came by last time that there's no money for this girl to collect, and I suspect just as much myself.
Why did you choose to do that?
What else?
Well, I really got concerned being that Simon was still detained when it comes to his child support. I'm still married to him at the end of the day.
She says she really got concerned while he was detained because at the end of the day, I think there's another video somewhere where she said she loves him, and after all, they were married for a whole 14 months. So why wouldn't she love him? By the way, if you don't know what we're talking about Porsha Williams. She's a reality TV star, a radio host in Atlanta area, and she was married for 14 months to our own brother, Simon Guobadia, our own Edo brother, Simon Guobadia, who nobody knew he existed. He had existed since 1982 in the United States, back and forth. We just found out that he had been deported a couple of times, but then he managed to have a green card, and somehow he was looking for citizenship. They picked him up, locked him up, and reportedly he's back in Nigeria. He's been deported back to Nigeria. And recently, a few days ago, they were on their hearing, whatever they had going on with regards to their divorce, and she was awarded alimony for $40,000 a month. I think they said a month. It's a lot of money. But I think that might just be just as useful as judgment against the property. Then that would depend obviously on how much money is owed against the property too. Also, he's owing money to private jet companies, charter companies, and things like that. Recently, as soon as he landed in Nigeria, reportedly he started selling t-shirts to support other inmates. So Porsha was looking for an African prince, and then it looks like she entered the African one chance. Let's listen in a little bit more.
And I just really felt it was unfortunate that they weren't getting any help. The mother had reached out to my assistant and that she was concerned, and she wanted a couple things from the house, but she sounded really concerned. So when I spoke to her, she made me aware that it had not been paid, and so I paid it, his child support.
So she said the baby mother reached out. Not to say women get a job. Child support is not a source of income. I know. It looks like those are grown kids. Child support money is not your mate too. If somebody's collecting $10,000-$12,000 a month, and they happen to have babies for Simon Guobadia. That thing can spoil. I can only imagine how much it can spoil a person, right? They'll just get lazy. So maybe that's a good advice, not to, I just don't know if they will listen. Maybe they'll be forced to listen now. There's no money anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Any other expenses that you've covered?
All right, so we covered that. Now I want to go through some of the comments and see what they're talking about. She's still looking for African prince. Oh, she's still looking for African prince. Oh, interesting. May God find her an African prince. I know she went to Nigeria for Dirty December, right? Yeah, we can pray for her. Let's see. Somebody says she did more than I would. Love this for her. So people are actually applauding her for helping. Somebody said, damn her if she does good, damn her if she does not. Jeez. Okay, I guess people are dragging her for paying child support. Somebody says she paid the child support from his account. Ha! Another angle. Another angle. Let me see. Somebody says she didn't bring anything to the internet. This is audio from the Zoom divorce court hearing they recently had. Oh, it's an audio from the Zoom divorce court. A generous cancer queen. I know that's right. Oh, okay. Someone said, blessed hand is one that gives. Oh, she's a giver. So don't just judge. She's not just a gold digger. She's not just a gold digger. She's also a giver. Auto rhyme. Okay. I need that soundbite. Somebody said, I would like Porsha to spell Skepta. We'll wait. What does that mean? I didn't get that. I didn't get that joke. Someone said, y'all really hate Porsha for real. Like, geez, this speaks to her true character. You know how much of a mature woman you have to be to hold a man's kids down while he's actually been petty on the internet and dragging you. They didn't say that. I added that. They said, hold a man's kids down while he's detained. That lady reached out to his wife, and regardless of the bullshit, she still handled business as his wife. Kudos to her for that. Kudos to her for that. A queen and more. Kudos to her for that, for sure. Let me see this one long text before we continue. Somebody said, yet they say she was after his money. That lady loved that man. She quit her jobs to be a stay-home wife. Wait, what? I'm confused right now. She quit her job to be a stay-home wife. She went from being independent to dependent, from $1.6 million to $40,000 a month. She went from having her own house to living with him. She went from taking care of one kid to taking care of 3 more. Yet y'all say she the gold digger. No, this sounds like a woman that loved her husband. Even when she tried to stop her bag and harass her online, she still paid his child support after ignoring her daughter though. What do you guys think? I'm going to leave this guy to you guys. What do you guys think? She a gold digger or she's a giver? If you think she's a gold digger, put a 1 in the chat or the comments. If you think she's a giver, put a 2 in the comments. Chia says she's after his money, duh. She's working. The lies. Okay, I'll leave it to you guys. Okay, hit the like button. Let's get into Ifunanya today. I want to leave this one to you guys. Okay. Yeah. I think we're gonna leave that at that for today. I just wanted to catch a quick update. Update is that from an audio that came from apparently from a Zoom court session, she had been paying this child support. So just curious. We'll see. Let's take it from there. Do me a favor, hit like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. I look forward to your comments. Let's move on to Ifunanya. I'll be right back.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. one loving, we done enough.